And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
Right to the 3.
15, check my 15. Squish, squish, double, double. Hatch it.
Gun.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And Newton's going to keep it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Newton. He's got the hook up to Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm coming for you, son.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Gun.
Shit.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Now Newton on first down. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
White down. White 80.
54 Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
White. Low.
He's going. We got jump.
Get set.
Tighten up.
Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check safety. Check your hot read. No. Off.
Monday down.
Joker. Watch that.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Here we go.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
52's the mic.
8.
52's the mic. Blue down.
Out of the gun, Newton. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Look at it.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Under 10. 10.
Check 20.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Who that? Shoot.
Express. 8. 8.
Throwing is Newton. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Double up.
Gun.
Hey, Mike 52.
I got him.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Check. Lucky.
Great.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now he'll escape to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
8.
Let's go, D.
McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost like we call it green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Say.
White Monday down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed. Check, check, check.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
54, Mike, 54. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go Chief.
Twist.
Later one.
Check 24.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game. Never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Bang, 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 bang.
20.
Hey, straight.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief there when they ever give up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. He's checking. Crap.
Right down.
Kill.
Shotgun now for Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Who's right? White.
Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Carr. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Sit that down.
Check 13.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to waft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
And now this throw incomplete. And that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing his caught on third down. They'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hand me. You.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
180. We're good. 180. Deuce right T.
Check 43.
That's it.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Check. Watch twist.
Now a carry for Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 25. Raider 1.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
You're mine.
Shit. Out. Check 52. Show it.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. We got double up. Tighten up.
Lie down.
Tighten up.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go, baby.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. Picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
White.
Here's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, Got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
10. Check three. Shoot.
Low.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Express.
Motion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
Express.
54.
Watch the slant.
Purdue.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
808.
Hey. High 7.
Operating from the gun. Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey.
Later 9.
Watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Come on. Hey, Delta. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here we go.
Carr to throw for on 4th down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now.
20.
Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Great.
52. 52's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Gun.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can forward and give you a big...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Check.
Monday down.
Slam.
White Monday down.
Safe.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Watch the edge. Check 50.
Purdue. What's up?
From the gun, Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah,
The pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, Orbit.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Completes it to Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
93.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's make these babies cry.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
55.
Here's Carr to throw. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice hit, boy.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Undercrunch. Tight dog.
Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.